Right, we'll start the test with a Garrett AT Pro. On-off switch. This one has got the annoying air bubble under the screen that does appear on a lot of the older ones. I'm going to use it in Pro on 0. I'm going to put the iron discrimination up to 30. Put the iron audio on. Sensitivity is just down 1 from the top. Can't see anything else really. It's going to make an awful lot of difference to this. Let's just go over the iron first. Right, let's start the test off with a 20-inch long gold chain rolled into a ball 1 inch below the ground. Leaping all around the place. That's what you'd expect from a difficult target. Gold chain again, 5 inches long, stretched out 1 inch deep. Got him out with a nice constant signal, but I'm expecting that to be in the coke zone. Next, small Roman bronze, 3 inches. No problem there. Pewter button, 4 inches. 6 inches. Now there's a bit of iron somewhere down that hole, and this is obviously not handling it very well. So you probably wouldn't be digging that. I shall have to get down there with my probe and remove it. 7 inch deep pewter button. Gets that quite happily. 8 inch. Borderline there, whether you dig that or not. I mean, the target IDs obviously disappear because it's too deep. See where the coke comes in. 38, so that knocks the 2 gold chains out of the equation. I feel for coke. 10 inch deep copper ring. Thin one. 8 inch deep copper ring. Slightly smaller. Doesn't like that. Air alpha pallet, 4 inches. Not really. Galena, 6 inches. Same as coke. Again. Discrimination separation. Iron cord 2 pence. Quite happy with that. Ground bottle top. And that. High and low conductive coins, 8 inches deep, 1 inch apart. Same again, only 3 inches. Yeah, it's telling me there's 2 targets down there. Next up, 20 pence and ring pull. Is it able to separate them? 20 pence. Same signal. Low and high conductive coins, 3 inches deep with a steel staple in the middle. Yep. No problem there. Onto the low conductive coins. 5 pences. We'll start at 7 inches. That should be easy enough for it. 8 inches. 9 inches. 10 inches. I'm surprised we've still got some sort of target ID on there. We would have thought it had disappeared by now, just about, I suppose. But try the cut quarters. Should we start with 5 inches? Bit optimistic, perhaps. 4 inches. Yep, gets that one. 5 pences on edge. 6 inches. Down below. I don't know why I should give a different tone really for the fact because it's the coins on edge when a 5 pence you would have thought was a low tone. 7 inches. And down below. Yeah, gets those quite happily. Onto the high conductive coins. George III, 8 inches. Nice signal. 9 inches. 10 inches. 11 inches. 12 inches. Yeah, that's always quite happily. George III, 8 knees on edge, 6 inches. 7 inches. 8 inches. Not giving me enough of a signal really to make me want to dig that. Cartwheel pennies. Let's start with 12 inches. 13 inches. 14 inches. Nope, doesn't like that one. And cartwheel pennies on edge. 9 inches. Down the length. Didn't like that. Down the length of the 8-inch one then. Yep, like that one. Next up, the artifacts. Musket ball, 7 inches. Small bottle, 8 inches. Fibula, 3 inches. Should be easy for 5 inches. Right, we'll start on the harder to get ones. 15-inch deep also on this bottle. Large musket ball, 10 inches. Fibula, 7 inches. Just about. Large lead weight, 14 inches. Not many detectors get that, I don't know why, because it's a fairly big chunk of lead. Thimble, 12 inches. Teaspoon, 13 inches. Not really. Bottle, 10 inches. Not much different than ground noise, really, is it? It's what you're into, really, but I prefer to be a bit of volume gain on there so I can actually hear the damn things with deep ones anyway, instead of a very faint signal. I mean, the faint signal obviously tells you that it's deep or small, but I prefer to have my head blown off, really, by the signal, but that's just personal choice. On to the silver coins. Victorian silver threepenny bit, 6 inches. Sixpence, 7 inches. Shilling, 8 inches. Edward penny, hammered, 6 inches. Hammered threepenny bit, 1563, 8 inches. Silver threepenny bit, 8 inches. Victorian one. Silver sixpence, 9 inches. Shilling, 10 inches. Pretty good on silver, this is. Florin, 12 inches. Half crown, 14 inches. Yep. Couple nickel crown, 13 inches. Yep. Right, onto the iron. Horseshoe, 6 inches. Iron bottle, 6 inches. Quite happy with those, although it shouldn't be really. 20p, it's 8 inches with 3 nails sitting on top of it. Same again, only the nails are now 4 inches above it. 20p, 8 inches with 3 nails directly above it, but only 1 inch deep. Yep. Knife blade, 2 inches with 2 copper rivets sticking out of it. Don't know why, but it isn't really giving me an iron tone for it. No. That's a rivet, but it isn't really exciting enough to do. Large now, 6 inches, 20 pence sitting on top of it. Right, halfpenny, 6 inches, Coke 1 inch. That's the Coke. And move slightly forward, it should get the halfpenny. There we are. Penknife, everything gets this. Horseshoe, 2 inches, 20 pence, 6 inches. Sort of overload signal on that, I think. It moves to the side of it, it gets it. Although you're getting a lot of grief from the iron. 20 pence, 2 inches, horseshoe, 6 inches. 6 halfpennies stacked on top of each other, 11 inches deep. 100 mixed coins in a pot, 20 inches deep. And lastly, 6 halfpennies, 2 inches deep on edge in a row. So I should get it from the side. Yep. Right, onto the AT Max. I say these have got a few extra features over the AT Pro. You can see on the screen there's 1 or 2 things that have changed. Mainly the all metal, I think, which is true all metal apparently. But for the purpose of the test, we used exactly the same as we did with the AT Pro. The only difference between the two, technically, then, is the fact that one's got a bigger coil than the other. We'll see if it makes any difference. Right, on we go. The first thing I notice is it's chattering all over the place. Change the frequency. Seems to have shut it up. Alright, we're going to coin mode, 0 mode. We're going to 0 and we're going to put discrimination up to 30, as we did with the Pro. What else have we got? Iron audio, put that on. Is that about, oh, drop the sensitivity down 1, so it's basically set up as I was using the AT Pro. The sun's decided to come out now, so I might get a bit of grief with the screen. Ah, we'll go over nails first. That's a bit louder. Wow. Wasn't quite expecting that. Gold chain, 20 inches long, rolls up into a ball. First thing I like about it is the audio is louder. You can see the damn thing. That gets out quite happily, but it's probably coming to the coat range again. 5-inch long gold chain. Small Roman bronze, 3 inches. Pewter button, 4 inches. 6 inches. We're not very good at handling things next to iron, but by the looks of this, because most detectors will bang the button out quite happily, but you'll still get the iron signal as well. 7-inch deep pewter button. I'm going to have to knock the iron audio out, which is annoying me on this. No, won't get that. 8-inch one. Nope. So it fails miserably over the AT Pro, but there again, it's got this Viper coil on, which I don't particularly rate. Coke, 1 inch. Yep. 10-inch deep copper ring. It's about 8-inch deep copper ring. Air rifle pellet, 4 inches. Galena. That's that quite happily. Separation and rejection. Iron cord, 2 pence. down bottle top. That was same as AT Pro on that. 2 coins, 8 inches deep, 1 inch apart. So, an eye conductive. Same again, only 3 inches deep. Yep. 20 pence on ring for. What's the ring for? 20 pence. Same again. 2 coins, high and low conductivity with a steel staple sitting in the middle of them, 3 inches deep. Yep. That's onto the low conductive coins. 5 pences. Start with 7 inches. 8 inches. We have to turn the iron audio off, it's driving me mad. 9 inches. 10 inches. Nope. Cut quarters. We better go for the 4-inch one, I suppose. 5 inches. Nope. 5 pences on edge. 6 inches. 7 inches. No. High conductive coins. George III halfpenny, 8 inches. 9 inches. 10 inches. Little pennies. We better start a bit lower. 11 inches. 12 inches. 13 inches. 14 inches. Yep. Cartwheel pennies on edge. 7 inches. God, this is garbage. Perhaps it doesn't like that one. We'll do the 8-inch one. No, it's obviously a bit of iron somewhere around there. That's a problem with elliptical coils. Everybody thinks they're wonderful among them, but they're actually garbage. 9 inches. Well, it gets out. It doesn't get 7-inch one, but it gets a 9-inch one quite happily. So, moving on to artifacts. Large musket ball, 7 inches. Small bottle, 6 inches. Small bottle, 8 inches. Fibula, 3 inches. Fibula, 5 inches. Onto the harder ones, 15-inch deep horse bottle. Large musket ball, 10 inches. Fibula, 7 inches. Large lead weight, got no chance on that one. Thimble, no. Teaspoon, no. Small bottle, 10 inches, no. Not going to get any of those, is it? Silver coins next. Victorian silver threepenny bit, 6 inches. 7-inch deep silver sixpence. Christ. Shilling, 8 inches. Edward penny, 6 inches. Hammered threepenny bit, 8 inches. Silver threepenny bit, milled. Victorian, 8 inches. Sixpence, 9 inches. Newtons. Shilling, 10 inches. Florin, 12 inches. Well, it's not impressing me at the moment, but I think it's probably down to the coil. If I put the AT Pro coil on, I'm sure it'd be a lot better. Onto the iron and hoards. Horseshoe, 6 inches. Iron bottle, 6 inches. 8-inch deep, 20 pence. With 3 nails sitting on top of it. Same again, only the nails are now 4 inches above. 20 pence, 8 inches, 3 nails, 1 inch down above it. Knife blade 2 inches with 2 copper rivets sticking out of it. That's obviously the iron he's getting. I wouldn't be able to tell if it got him or not. Large nail, 6 inches with 20 pence sitting on top of it. Half penny, 6 inches, coke 1 inch. Coke, and the half penny in front of it. It isn't in front of it, it's underneath it, but the detectors don't recognise that. Penknife. Horseshoe 2 inches, 20 pence 6 inches. You'd actually get it in that way, but I don't suppose you'd dig it. 20 pence 2 inches, horseshoe 6 inches. 6 half pennies stacked on top of each other, 11 inches deep. 100 mixed coins in a pot, 20 inches deep. Yep. 6 coins on edge, 2 inches deep. That's weird. Sort of half picking it up from that way, but it should be giving an iron signal really. All other detectors do. It's coming in the iron zone. So the other way, which it gets it quite happily. Well, here's the result. The test, of course, was done with the Jace Robinson edition, which had the horrendous Viper coil on it. Nice camo stem, but I wish I'd have just put a proper coil on it. The normal 11x8. But these test results aren't really the true worth of the AT Max. Afterward, I did try the 11x9 inch coil on the AT Max off the AT Pro, and it did exactly the same as the AT Pro did. So it was obviously the Viper coil that was garbage. I've had this before when the Apex first came out, the Garrett Apex. That was absolutely garbage, but I realise now that it was a Viper coil that was killing it and not the actual detector itself, because with any other coil on the Apex it's brilliant. Personally, I don't think the AT Max is much different from the AT Pro. Well, in terms of performance, exactly the same. But, I mean, I know it's got 1 or 2 more features that don't really make any difference, but I suppose it's just reinventing the wheel, really. I don't really know why companies can't actually test coils when they bring these things out. You know, it's obvious if you test one against the other that the Viper coil is obviously not great. When the AT Pro came out, it was an excellent detector and still is, to be perfectly honest. But if you put a sensible coil on it like a Nell or a Detect coil, you'll find it's a lot better. I don't know why the aftermarket coils always have to be better than the actual manufacturer's coil. I have no idea. The highlight of getting the Jace Robinson version of the Apex and the AT Max in when I got them was that I would get a duck call, but unfortunately the duck calls were missing out of the boxes, so I don't know whether the duck calls are removed when they come into the UK or somebody's taken them all out and got a sideline selling duck calls. No idea. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be back shortly with another video. Bye for now.